Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we have quite a special webinar held by IDP Singapore, and it's how to succeed in your pathway. So it's the secrets to the successful progression to the top 100 university, the University of Sheffield. So I'm just going to get started. So, as I mentioned, this is quite a unique webinar, basically sort of sharing with you what are the aspects and the secrets to progressing to the top 100 university, which is the University of Sheffield. So today we'll cover a couple of things. So why Sheffield? We'll talk a little bit about the university, as well as the subjects, the facilities that we offer to help support your students whilst they're studying with us. And of course, we'll talk a lot about the international pathway, which is the international foundation year, as well as the pre-masters year, and what exactly happens, how do we support our students who are studying at these pathways and allowing them to successfully progress to the University of Sheffield. I'll also touch upon the student experience and how we actually help to develop our students mentally, emotionally, physically, academically, and ultimately, make them one of the most successful students as an adult. So as you saw in that little video, we are a World Top 100 university. That also means we have a very long-standing reputation. We're ranked 48th in the world, according to the Times Higher. We're also a Russell Group university, and we're ranked top 10 out of the 24 Russell Group universities. And 92% of the research at the University of Sheffield is rated as world leading. One of the things that all of our students really love about Sheffield and really helps them to develop is that we have the best students union in the country, and we have this, the best students union. We've been awarded this for the past 10 years. So why Sheffield? The university is a great university. We have a wide range of facilities for all of our students. We are top 10 targeted by graduate employers. We're also top 5 in our career services in the UK as voted by our students. And 96% of our graduates are able to find jobs 6 months after graduation. So not just the university being a great place to study, but also Sheffield City itself is an excellent place for our students to be a part of something greater.
I know exactly what I'm going to study. Sheffield. Here I come.
Sheffield, really? I'm looking for a big city vibe.
Well, how's this for a vibe?
I need some space and a bit of adventure.
And I want to hear some noise!
Yeah, but you gotta hear yourself think.
I want to be a part of something big.
And I want to feel at home.
I want to have a good time and get great career and make something of myself.
You guys seriously need to take a look at Sheffield. It's your university city.
So Sheffield is located in the heart of the UK, so we're actually really, really convenient. We are right at the Peak District doorstep. As you can see, there's a lot of nature surrounded by the city. We're famous for our creativity, art and music and film communities, and we have one of the most affordable and safest student cities outside of London. We are also a large city. We are the 5th largest city in England, and there's lots to do, as you guys could see through those videos. We're up to 2 hours away from London, but we encourage all of you to fly into Manchester Airport, where we will pick you up for free during Welcome Week, and we'll take you straight to your accommodation to start your induction activities. So some key facts about what makes Sheffield a great place to live and study. Again, these are some of the reasons why students are so successful, because it's so easy to assimilate into the city. It's so diverse. There's so many things for the students to access in terms of job opportunities, in terms of developmental opportunities, and more. So our average monthly spend that we're looking at is about £450 a month, about £200 for food, and about £120 for socializing, and up to about £47 for travel. With your Sheffield student card, you have access to a wide range of student discounts that all of our students take advantage of. So why the university? We'll talk about the vast number of subjects that are ranked within the top 10, top 100 in the world, and the pathways that we can offer students access to. So as you can see, there's a long list here. We're ranked 17th in the UK for biological sciences, 4th for materials technology, 3rd for architecture, top 100 in the world for civil, structural, mechanical engineering, 7th for music. We have a wide range of subjects like global sustainability development. We have biomedical science, business management, psychology, of course, politics and international relations, and a whole bunch of other subjects that your students can access. So what are some of the facilities that the university offer for us?
Hello, I'm Sam and I study history and politics.
And I'm Rachel and I study medicine here at the University of Sheffield. And today we're going to give you a tour of our campus.
We're here in the centre of our campus, which is just a 20-minute walk away from the main accommodation, giving you plenty of time to get to your lectures.
The university is a city campus, so it offers the best of both worlds between a city and a campus university.
We're now in the beautiful surroundings of the courtyard at Firth Court. It's one of the oldest buildings at the university, having been built all the way back in Edwardian times. It was actually paid for by local people, giving in penny donations. Firth Court is still in use today, housing some of our bioscience subjects.
Behind Firth Court, there's a really beautiful spot called Western Park. Lots of students come here to study during warmer weather to enjoy the scenery and have a breath of fresh air. And it's right next to Western Bank Library, which is the 2nd biggest library here on campus. At 22 stories high, the Arts Tower is the tallest academic building in the UK. It is an iconic building in the Sheffield skyline, which makes it handy when navigating around campus. It is home to one of the last surviving paternoster lifts here in the UK, and it's kind of a rite of passage when you study here. Today, it is home to the departments of Architecture and Landscape Architecture, and you'll be able to find lecture theatres and a cafe, and also great views from the top floors.
So just around the corner from the Students' Union, we find ourselves here in the Alfred Denny building. We're currently in the museum, where the collection has been used for undergraduate teaching since 1905.
If you're into sports, you'll want to check out Goodwin Sports Centre, which is just up the road from the main campus. We've got a swimming pool, a gym, squash courts, pitches and loads more. It is also home to Varsity, which is the biggest annual student event in Sheffield, where you'll be cheering for Team Black and Gold.
The university is continually investing in their facilities. And right behind me here is the new Social Sciences building, which will provide interdisciplinary teaching spaces for a multitude of subjects.
Just a short walk away from the main campus is the medical school, where we train world-class medical professionals. It is located at the Royal Hallamshire Hospital, and it also houses our dedicated health sciences library and has 3 lecture theatres. Back at the centre of campus is the concourse. It is a pedestrianised area underneath the main road, and it allows safe access to the other buildings. It is right in between the SU and also the Alfred Danny building. In the summer, it's a great place for you to bring your lunch, and sometimes there's even events and stalls here too. Now let's go to the SU.
So here we are in the centre of our campus at the Students' Union. There are over 400 clubs and societies to get involved in here. From archery to Duck Society to Medic Society to Forge TV, there is something for everyone.
We also have Give It a Go, which gives you the chance to try out new activities. And with Sheffield Volunteering, you have loads of ways to support the local community.
The SU has many different club nights, along with a few bars and restaurants, as well as its very own independent cinema. And if you need support, we've got you covered. You can visit SSID, the Career Service and Job Shop, or get access to mental health support services should you need them.
And that's why we have the #1 student union in the country for 14 years running.
Behind me here is the Octagon Centre, and it is our big conference space. We hold everything from fairs to concerts to talks here, and it's also where you'll have your freshers' fair and you'll eventually graduate here at Sheffield, so it's very much where you start and end your university life. And it's right next door to the Students' Union.
Just a short walk away is the University Arms, our very own traditional pub. It has a great selection of food, drinks and real ale, both sourced locally and further afield.
As well as Western Bank Library, we also have the Information Commons. It's the largest library on campus, and it's home to 120,000 books, 1,300 study spaces, 500 PCs. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's the perfect place to come when you've got those last-minute deadlines.
The Jessup West building is home to seminar spaces and meeting rooms for English, History, East Asian Studies and Modern Language students. It is right between the IC and the Jessup building. Back towards Jessup, we have the Diamond. It is our multi-purpose flagship engineering building, which also acts as a teaching and learning space for all of our students. There's lots of study spaces whether you want to work alone or with your friends on a group project. We also have the iForge, where students can use 3D printers and laser cutters to bring their designs to life. Upstairs, there's also creative media studios full of audio and video facilities. Next is the Frederick Mappin building. It is a grade 2 listed building and houses the Faculty of Engineering. It also has the Hard Space, which has labs, offices, a cafe, and our Engineering Employability Hub. And that's the end of our campus tour. Be sure to check out our other videos to give you an insight into what it's like to be a student here at the University of Sheffield.
We'll see.
So I hope you guys found that helpful.
See you there.
I think I really liked that video because it really showcases all the facilities that all of our students get access to. And even if you're studying at the foundation year or the pre-masters year, you will have access to all of these facilities right from day one. You can see that there's a lot of support at the university in terms of volunteering opportunities, job opportunities, and even mental health if you guys need the help. So the International College is basically the pathway to the University of Sheffield. And here we have 40 different classrooms, an 80-seater lecture theatre, and 100% bespoke curriculum. One of the things that I really love about the college as well is that we have over 200 staff dedicated to supporting your students whilst they're studying with us at the college and to help them progress to the University of Sheffield. So the two programs that we offer here are the International Foundation Year, as well as the pre-masters programs. And we have different streams allowing students to progress into the different bachelor degrees and master's degrees. I often get a question about what is the success rate, and I'm very happy to tell everyone that our success rate from the International Foundation Year is 90%, and this was last year's progression rate. This means that 90% of our students who studied our foundation year were successful in securing a bachelor degree place at the University of Sheffield. Similarly, for our pre-masters program, we have 96% of our students who took this program successfully managed to progress to their desired masters at the University of Sheffield. And here we offer two streams, which is the business, social sciences, and humanities, as well as science and engineering that will allow students to progress into their desired master's degrees in the future. So how exactly do we support our students? So we talked a lot about the university, the facilities that it offers, the beautiful environment at Sheffield. We also talked about the programs that we offer that allow students to prepare themselves for their academic future at the University of Sheffield. So what exactly do the staff at the University of Sheffield International College do to help them be so successful? We have a progression support team. Now, this team is dedicated to help the students progress to the University of Sheffield. They do a whole bunch of things, and one of the major things that they do is they help students in terms of deciding on their course options. They run a bunch of networking events with the universities. We have demo classes, we have university fairs, we have opportunities for the lecturers from the university to come down to speak to the students so that students are very sure that this is the degree that they want to pursue. A lot of these activities are organized by our progression support team. They are also in charge of helping students choose a second degree option. So this is just in case the students may not be able to progress to their first choice. We give them an option to pick a second choice, and we counsel them accordingly to make sure that it's something that they're sure that they want to do. This team is also in charge of progress reports, student ambassadors, and as well as publishing results and transcripts. So they are the key link between the student experience team and the academic tutors at the college. They provide one-to-one counseling about possible study plan changes, and this is what I talked about a little bit earlier. They hold weekly student developmental module sessions. So this is to discuss with the student about their progress, to help them track their progress as they're studying with us. So we do this at least 4 times during the entire program. This is to make sure that we're on track with the student. We are ensuring that, student is not going through any difficult times or anything that we can assist with at that point in time. And if they decide that they may want to change their progression degree, we're there to help make that informed decision. They are the key link between the college and the university. They also organize regular engagement events, as I mentioned, and they send regular feedback reports to students. They also host a wide range of workshops, and these are some examples of workshops that they host, and this is absolutely free. We have a journalism workshop for our students who are in journalism studies. We have a built environment module for our students who are planning to go to architecture or landscape architecture. We also have booster workshops for some of our students who are weak in a certain subject, and these are all offered to our students absolutely free. We have a project skills module, we have a student developmental module, and we also have an academic success module. These are all to help our students be successful in their progression. The next team that does a lot of work for our students is the student support team. Now, this team is extremely experienced, and we have staff that have been working in this team for over 20 years. This team is dedicated to the safeguarding and welfare of all of your students whilst they're studying with us. They are in charge of the under 18s. They make sure that our students are compliant in terms of turning up for classes. And one of the things that this team is really in charge of is taking care of the emotional and mental health of our students. Here at Sheffield International College and at the University of Sheffield, we care very much for our students. And if our students are going through something difficult, we want to be there to help them through it all and help them to be successful. So the student experience is something that is also one of the things that we love about the University of Sheffield International College, and how this also helps students to be successful. Solid international community whilst they're studying with us. This helps to allow them to make friends, get to know the city, have an opportunity to take on some leadership roles like becoming a student ambassador or even a student counselor. And this allows the student themselves to develop mentally as well as academically. So we talk a lot about being part of a certain community, an international community. And here at Sheffield, we hope that our students, whilst they're studying with us, they learn to become self-motivated individuals. We hope that they learn to become ambitious. We hope that they achieve patience and empathy towards listening to their friends as well as others. We are an international college, so it's really important that students respect and support each other through an international environment. And we hope that the experience with us helps students to learn to grow, to trust, and to have confidence, because during your time with us, We want them to know that we value their responses. We want to empower and encourage all of our students, and we want to ensure that they can take responsibilities for themselves and their actions. So these are some of the values that we encompass at the University of Sheffield International College that we hope our students learn and pick up and eventually become successful. So one of the other things that we also love to offer our students are scholarships, and we hope that this helps our students to also be successful. So this is us issuing students 5,000 scholarship for our foundation year for this year and 3,000 for our pre-masters, and also having a progression scholarship opportunity once they progress to the University of Sheffield. Okay, and I think that's come to the end of my sharing. Are there any questions?